To the demo of Adroit DI's SDF Pro. When you first log into SDF Pro, it will be completely empty as it's a data repository. And then you can add data in. I'm just going to add in a couple of files, SDF files, are what is accepted at the moment. And they're going to be small, so I can demonstrate some of the features more quickly rather than millions, and I can do a demo a bit later on of searching millions of molecules. Here are, imagine you've got an antiviral project and you've got some antivirus data. Now note, there are 11 different compounds and they've got actually pretty realistic data associated with them. I've then duplicated them, so there are now 27 compounds, and if you notice, they're duplicated here. And then I've added some dummy data to the already existing data fields. I've also put in 3 chiral compounds, the R and the S of alanine, and a compound without any definition of chirality. And then I've also put in 2 identical records of quinine, which has multiple stereocenters. So what you can do as you're building up more and more data with your project, you can merge these 2 files together. We could start off by combining them, which is just putting the data together as one. As you can see, there is an extra column there. So while it's working, the files become read-only, so you don't modify things you're trying to read from, otherwise it wouldn't work. And as you can see, it's added in an extra column here for demo data 1, and then it's just added and combined the information, so you can see this slightly unusual compound is there twice. So it's just tapped 3 times actually, so it's just tapped the 2 files together. But then if you want to deduplicate, you do a true merge. You tick the deduplicate button. Again, you can check and see the additional column that you're getting. And this will understand the chemistry using fingerprint technology, and it will remove, as you can see, the duplicate quinine record, and it will, though, still retain the chiral, non-chiral information, the R and the S of alanine. And then if you look down, it's combined using the chemical structures, the information from all these compounds. And you can see that if there's a column that has the same header but additional data, it's been added in and given another column name too. And because that was duplicated, so these compounds all had 2 lots of data for them, all that said 50 of half-life, it has actually consolidated that data down. Because it was the same data with the same heading, it hasn't had to add a 3rd column. You can then go in and move the columns around. So you move it, then you change it, and the columns change. You can edit the names, and you can delete various columns, so you can customize the data to have you want. You can also filter down, so by drawing a structure and searching on that, or filtering by attributes. So you can do a Boolean search, you look for things that contain something, or you can even do things that are empty or non-empty and filter things down. So you want to find everything with a daily dose with no information there about it. You can then add those together, download the file, so you can output whatever you want as an SD file. And of course, there is the standard drawing package. You can go in, visualize things, edit them, add things in, so you can have racemates and salts and all sorts of stuff in your compound section. And you can also add a column of calculated properties. Just calculate the properties there. You can add your own column, either specifying it's text or numeric. So you can add that in there, and it will add a column for you. And you can also go and edit each cell individually, depending on the definition of the data in the cell. I hope that proves a good introduction to SDF Pro. Any questions, just shoot me a note.